Supreme. Oh, yeah! Now, this rumor is much better than the last rumor we talked about. So, instead of race swapping Magneto or Professor Charles Xavier, in this rumor, they are looking at Daniel Day-Lewis to play Magneto. Bravo! I hope that this rumor is true. As a matter of fact, I think that 99.9% of the fans out there would say that this choice is better than race swapping the characters to check a box for DEI, for ESG, and pissing off half the fans or more, because the fact of the matter is fans want to see the characters that made them like the comic books. Peter Parker, Magneto, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Blade, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, Incredible Hulk, so on and so forth. We like to see them as they're depicted in the comics, and the most popular version of that, because that's what most of us like. And also, that's what will make you the most money. Studios, if you give us the most popular version of the character, and don't lie to us and say, well, we're giving you this version because we don't want to ruin it, and we're going to give you the other version later. No. You've already killed off other characters before and brought them back. Reed Richards? Yes, you've already killed him. Yeah, and you're giving him to us again. A version of him most of us have never seen before. I've never seen the mustache twirling Reed Richards before in my life. Maybe there's a version out there, but I haven't seen him. So, this makes me happy. Marvel, I know you watch me. Make sure you implement this. Daniel Day-Lewis is known to be, if not the greatest, one of the greatest actors of our time. With Thunderbolts director Jake Schreider set to direct Marvel Studios' X-Men reboot, the rumor mill continues churning out possible names for the highly anticipated movie, which, for what it's worth, we've heard is currently being referred to as Uncanny X-Men internally at the studio. Oh, you're not going to call it the Mutants? We're not putting too much stock into any of these casting claims, but following this past week's Professor X and Jean Grey rumors, there's possibly an update to MCU's Magneto. According to Scoopa, My Time to Shine, hello, which has definitely been correct a lot of times, Marvel Studios is eyeing 3-time Oscar winner Sir Daniel Day-Lewis for the role of the Master of Magnetism. I am supreme. Would he ever really consider a superhero movie role? We wouldn't bank on it, though the same might have been once said for Sir Ian McKellen. Okay. Yeah, they'll tell you that in movie business that, don't play superheroes. Like it could ruin your career. Some people it's made their career. Some people it's the only successful movies they've had. Like with Christopher Reeve, it's like, I saw him in an interview. He's like, can I get a hit movie? It's like just his Superman movies, and he was type. Well, I don't know if he wasn't typecast after that, I don't think, but to everyone, he was Superman. But those were the movies that worked for him, especially 1 and 2. And after that, apparently 3 was kind of like with people. I love 3. I love 1, 2, and 3. 4 is terrible. And, just after that, I don't know. He just never had any, movies that were hits. Hugh Jackman. Wolverine made him. He's a good actor. He's done other stuff that I've liked him in, but Wolverine made him. You get what I'm saying? So certain actors, like that. Iron Man remade Robert Downey Jr. when he came back. That he made his comeback through a comic book character. Spider-Man made Tom Holland. He was in other stuff, but he's a household name now because of Spider-Man. So on and so forth. It's worth noting that this comes after the insider said no new X-Men cast will be introduced in the upcoming Avengers films because the focus is on giving closure to the original characters. Casting hasn't started yet because director Jake Schreier hasn't officially signed on. That's why Sadie Sink isn't playing Jean Grey. Interesting. That said, there are 3 roles Kevin Feige has specific actors, or at least types, in mind for: Xavier, Magneto, and Storm. The names he's considering feel a bit too big to actually land, but you'll see. I'll mention them soon. Aside from those 3, I haven't heard any other actors being considered yet, they added. I would love to still see Angela Bassett play Storm. I wouldn't mind seeing a variant or whatever, her coming in older and playing. She looks great for her age. If she's a seasoned X-Men, I would love seeing her because back when I was coming up, before the internet blew up, she was the fan casting. And as soon as I thought of Storm, I thought of her. There's like no other female actress that I thought. I was mad when they made it Halle Berry. I was like, Halle Berry? Why? Because she's the bigger name right now? Good Lord. No, I never cared for her Storm at all. She just looked like Halle Berry cosplaying Storm to me. It never worked for me, and it still doesn't. You know what I'm saying? The girl now that is the best, the woman, the female actress that is best now is the woman from, she was in the Jurassic World movie with Chris Pratt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She was like the pilot. Her excellence. She just says Storm all day. I mean, if Jade Cargill can act, she's Storm. Now, she's Storm more than anyone I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? She's Storm. So, that said, there are 3 roles. Yeah, okay, sorry I said that. So while the studio would like Daniel Day-Lewis to play Magneto, no offer has gone out, and he's likely just indicative of the type of actor Feige would like to see fill the role for the MCU. After McKellen and Michael Fassbender, we're not shocked to see Kevin Feige aiming this high. Well, I'm down. And he, especially in this picture, he looks like Magneto, okay? I am down. Get it. Book it, Marvel. Let me know what you all think. 10 million subscribers. Woo! Yeah! Magnetic shockwave. Magnetic tempest. I am supreme.